Auckland, it's a Friday night. You're here at the ASB Waterfront Theatre. Are you ready for a night of some gay jokes? Make some noise! I'm sorry, I actually stress out so much playing music in front of people. Iconic to start a special, immediately sweating. I also wanted to start out here with you guys tonight as you came in. No, because usually I'm back here, aren't I? Like, before when the show starts, I'm like back here. You know, like, ooh, hiding away, yeah, as you come in. And look, I've always had this sneaky suspicion you knew I was back here. And so I found the experience of sort of being like a man in my 30s, like hiding away from you as you walked in. Honestly, humiliating. I feel like I'm playing hide and seek with my parents. You're all coming in and being like, ooh, where could Chris be? Is he scattered amongst the loose bulbs over here? Is he behind the mic stand? Is he that skinny? Is he in the closet? Yeah, no. No, I also just did it because I hate the idea that you're all coming in here and forming a giant clique without me. No, because I really struggle with FOMO, you know, that fear of missing out. You know, you relate to that? Yeah. Were you all anxious? Yeah, great. Anyone not? Because you're missing out. No, like, it's not, like, interesting or unique about me. I think we're all battling FOMO, right? Yeah. And for us, it manifests in different ways. For me, the way that manifests is just sort of like in this gorgeous way of sort of waking up at 2 a.m. every morning in a sort of a frenzied cold sweat, just having like a heart attack, thinking about all the group messenger chats I'm not a part of. Do we relate to that? Because there's so many group chats now, eh? You guys, right? So many group, yeah, there's so many. And group chats, were you familiar? Some of you, okay. You know the big chat thread with like all your friends in there that you're all like joking and then you're like, hey guys, plans for the weekend? And then no one replies. You know that thing? And then it just like sits there like seen by 30 people. Until you slide in on the Sunday being like, it's all good guys, I hung with my parents, blah, like. And like, it was fine when we just had like one or two, you know, like just like your friends. But now like a new one gets set up like every day and you can't keep on top of it. And it's stressful because I want to be in all of them. I was a part of a group chat that was set up to talk about another group chat without one person in it. Okay, if you're shocked by that, how do I break this news to you? The most recent group chat I got put in was for a trip away, a friend trip away to Sydney for a friend's wedding. Yeah, well, you know the type. Yeah, we all got invited from New Zealand to fly over to Sydney for their wedding. Big ask. No gift. Our presents was presents enough. Damn straight it was. I was going to buy them a $40 candle from a Koya. Those flights cost me $1,000. I'm here. So we set up a group chat so we can message while we were in Sydney for the wedding. Now listen, this wedding also happened to coincide on the exact same day as my birthday. Thank you. Correct response. No, I dealt with it in a mature way, the birthday thing, like no big temper tantrums from me. I dealt with it like any mature adult would, which is by making sort of 100 passive-aggressive comments across the whole weekend. Just being like, wow, I really hope they have a cake. Because it would be really nice to have cake today. But it was my 33rd birthday, which, like, there is nothing ever to look forward to on your 33rd birthday. Just Facebook messages from the most insane people in your life. You can never predict who's going to message you happy birthday on Facebook on your big day, eh? It's like, who are you guys? Like, it's always like your maths teacher who friended you after you left school, being like, happy birthday, buddy. You know, just like, love watching you grow up into a strapping young lad. I also have that disease. I don't know if anyone else has that disease on your birthday. When you wake up every year and you're like, oh, someone's thrown me a surprise party. And they never have. So you just walk into every room on your big day just like, oh, I know where everyone's been all day. Oh, nothing, no one here. So we're in Sydney. It's my birthday. My husband is not with me because we're on the rocks. No. I just love that rumour going around. I think it sounds chic. He just doesn't like the couple. So We're in Sydney. It's my birthday. My husband's not with me. I wake up in the hotel room on my big day. I got my eye mask on. I'm like, oh, empty hotel room. Just me in a bathrobe that finishes like here. Just feeling beautiful, the BFG, just rocking it out in a robe. And I'm like, okay, it's not your big day, it's their big day, get over yourself. Plan is we're gonna meet in the lobby at 10 and then we're gonna head to the wedding together. That's the plan that's been shouted at us in the group chat. And so I'm just like checking my phone because it's like a big day and nothing is popping up. And I'm like, don't worry about it, Chris, like get out of your head, whatever. But I'm like, no, surely someone would say something like a text or anything. Nothing, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. It's not your day, it's their day. So I get dressed and I go out to the elevator. I go into the elevator, meet everyone in the lobby. The elevator goes down. As the elevator doors open, I met with all my friends standing in the lobby, and they're all wearing party hats. I know, and holding flowers and balloons and cupcakes, and they had remembered. I know, and I was just like, is there a group chat where I'm not in it? How did you organise this? You're gonna do this to me on my birthday? You sickos, put me in the chat now. I need to see all the correspondence to how this event happens. The only group chat I can rely on is my family WhatsApp. Have we got a family group chat going on in our lives? It's a good group chat. I struggle with it slightly. Because it's mainly just like my oldest siblings, the favourites, who I just sort of, because they've got kids, it's sort of updating the family with like new skills that their kids have learned. And look, I love it. I love learning the stuff about, my nieces and nephews, but I personally have a hard time because it's my family group chat too. I don't know how to get in there. It's all them. I'm like, when's that my turn, Because I'm not learning new skills. So they'll be like, oh my God, guys, look, little Mr. Fives. Okay, I don't know what they do at what age. I'm so sorry, but look, little Miss Fives, finally on solids. Okay, that's right, cool. Little Mr. Threes, learnt the Heimlich maneuver. I don't know, I don't care. But how am I supposed to be like, hey guys, woohoo, look, little Mr. 33 is working on his gag reflex. I just... No, I feel so nervous about that joke. I was out here as you guys came in. It's mainly mums in here. This is the bind I'm in, Because the joke's there, I want to say the joke, but it's inappropriate for the room. And then, you know what, actually, no, it feels bad, because it's inauthentic to me as well. Do you know, it's not who I am. I have an amazing gag reflex. Obviously, these devices are making it worse. This FOMO thing, this anxiety, this phone is inflaming this innate anxiety that we have. And it's so crazy because I don't really think of this as a phone anymore. When this rings, I'm like, oh, random. What's it doing? To me, that's not like a bring. That's not that. To me, that's like a glass tile that you can do coke off. Not in New Zealand, is it? It's not coke what we're doing here, is it? And it's a camera, isn't it? It's a camera that plays videos. And I'm watching so many videos out there. You guys loving content? Anyone need more? We've got plenty to give. Honestly, I wish I could be up here and be like, my screen time is down to 10 minutes a day. No, I'm fully addicted. I'm consuming content, kind of like I'm consuming canapes at an event. I sort of see the mini buns come out and I lose all control. I'm just I consume immediately. I'm like, bao bun, go. Mini quiche, go. Bellinis, salmon bellinis, go. Bellini. My gay voice saying Bellini comes right out my nose. I just consume so much, but if you just stopped for 10 seconds and put everything that you had eaten that night onto one plate and looked at it, you'd be like, oh shit. That is a lot of stuff that doesn't go well together. No wonder I feel so crook. Like, I just wake up, first thing I do is I reach for my phone, and before I've even opened my eyes, I'm watching someone make like a one-pot viral pasta hack. Like, I haven't wiped the crust from my eyes, and I'm like, put the feta and the tomatoes in the pan, 45 minutes. Like, my feet haven't touched the ground, and I'm learning to make ravioli. It's 9 a.m, it's too early to learn a recipe. But that's it, I've got that in there, I've scrolled, and then away I go. I've broken the seal, I'll just fucking scroll all day until I'm back where I started. I'm in bed, it's 2 a.m, and I'm stuck in that sleep paralysis purgatory. You know, where your body's so tired, it's like, oh my God, for the love of God, let me sleep. You're so tired, your eyes are doing shift work, and it's like, I got you, man, you take a rest. I'm falling, we need a switch, all right, I got you, brother, I got you. So tired, but then your mind's like, no, must keep watching the video of the influencer talking about their favourite water bottle. Like, it's... There is always that one video that you watch where you're like, oh, okay, I've crossed the line. Put that down. And for me, time and time again, that is a video of someone deep cleaning a rug. We're getting those videos out there. My community of psychopaths are in tonight. Look about you. We are here. We're in our numbers. If you haven't seen them, how do I describe this wonderful work of art? Okay, I just envision like a sort of disgusting, rotting, blood-soaked rug, just sort of like being water blasted to the latest like pop song in an abandoned warehouse. It's high art. Every time I see it, I'm just like drawn in and I can't look away. But not because of like the transformation of the rug going from dirty to clean. I think the thing that brings me in every time is I'm always just like, where have they found this rug from? Like, I'm in it for the backstory. I'm like, what crime scene have they dragged this blood-soaked rug from? I feel like I'm watching a serial killer, like, hose down as evidence. I'm complicit, I'm gonna have to give evidence in court. Like, it's just... It's the algorithm, isn't it? Like, it knows you in a very scary way. Like, it knows you better than you know yourself. Especially that TikTok algorithm, fucking hell. That is frightening algorithm. You guys on TikTok? I mean, not as creators, obviously, you'd be up here, but are you, you parasites to the tech platform TikTok? That algorithm knows you sort of like a therapist would know you, isn't it? It's sort of like, oh, Chris, mind if I smoke in here? Crazy you like that video of someone pulling out an ingrown hair. You didn't like it, but you hovered on it for a little while. I was watching, writing my notes. I'll tell you what you might like. This video of a python swallowing a goat. It's not me, man. It's not who I am. Before you know it, you're the one who's dragging out the rug. You're hosing it down. You're hiding the bodies. I just want to go back to Facebook. Like, TikTok makes Facebook seem like a safe place. Now, because that was a community, Facebook was a community, you know? I just want to write the most, like, depressing, most vulnerable Facebook status to my nearest and dearest and then get no reply. Like, that's what I want. I just want to be like, some days are better than others, and then, like, no like from mum. That's what I want. I just want, like, 45 photos of the same dinner from my mum's friend on different angles, and I just want to comment, like, lovely Maureen, like, I love that. It's pure. And that is a good algorithm. The Facebook algorithm knows you in a safe way. It knows you like an auntie would know you at Christmas. It's like, oh, Chris, Merry Christmas. You're gay, aren't you? Yeah, I've just worked that out. You're gay. I'll tell you what you might like. These Temu advertisements for shorts with a built-in jockstrap. Do you like those? I just want my relationship with the internet to go back to what it was. That relation, we used to go on the internet. That was so good. You'd go like on it, on the family computer, on the internet. Rather than being like in the internet, trying to like escape with our Apple goggles on, being like, what if I climb my iCalendar? Can I get out of here? Like, you'd go on the internet, and then you'd have like a favorite website. Remember that? You'd have like a favorite website. I'd go to the bubblegumcharacterclub.com. My girls, you remember that? You know, it's like they didn't do anything. They were just pictures, weren't they? And you'd like download the picture and be like, and it'd be like groovy chick, shopping addict, drama queen, closeted teen, whatever you related to. And you'd look at it and you'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then you would print them out, wouldn't you? You just burn through Dad's cartridges, printing out these pictures for no reason. And then you would put them in a clear file. Yep, you just... That was being on the internet. Just a little bit of light admin. It was like a 9-to-5 job, wasn't it? Swanning in, printing out, hole punch, staple, open the stapler, play with that. Like, okay guys, I'm gonna clock out, have a wee break. Get 2 magnets, flip them around, be like, oh, whoa. Get your sticky hand out, be like, splat! I love that Gen Z are like, what did you guys do before the internet? And I'm like, honestly, I think I put my finger in putty for like 10 years. Don't come in, Mum, I'm in my room. I feel like the only time now where I'm ever off my phone, the only opportunity to get off my phone now is at the petrol pump, isn't it? Because you can't go on your phone at the petrol pump. God forbid. Oh no, we all know what happens. What? Oh no, we've seen news story after news story, haven't we? Of people who've gone on their phone at the petrol pump and then nothing happens. It's a conspiracy. Scroll and pump. There's nothing wrong with that. That's me. Scroll and pump. Scroll and pump. Scroll and... Okay, some are on board. I'm going to get tattooed there, I reckon. It's obviously an addiction. I'm obviously scared. I'm fully addicted to the phone. And because it is a full addiction, I'm trying to understand it a bit better. Like, why? What's the psychology? Why am I being drawn back there? What is it? And Alison, this might sound like a bit of a devastating sentence. And I want you to, like, not really listen to it. You know, be like my friends at brunch, you know? Keep brunch fun. Don't bring it in. You know, when the friend's like, well, the depression, it's back. And everyone's like, oh, what do you want to eat? Like, you know, just keep the vibes fun at brunch. Keep the balloon up in the air. Black dogs got me again. Hotcakes, like it's just fun. Don't bring your mental health into brunch. Okay. I think the reason why I keep being drawn back to my phone is I'm just like, where have all my friends gone? No, up, keep the balloon up. Not in a sad way. Not in a sad way. In a Where's Wally way. Ooh. Where have my friends gone? I'm looking for them. Are they in Egypt? They're in London. Everyone has moved to London. They changed the visa to 35 and it has fucked me. They're all in London doing proper jobs and doing actual cocaine, and I'm happy for that. It happened so quick, didn't it? I lost them so casually. I couldn't believe it. I lost them like I lost my keys. Like I had all my friends. I had like 20 friends in my hands. And then like the pandemic happened. We all went inside. I scrolled for like 3 years. I looked up. Everyone's married. Everyone's moved away. Some have kids. Some have stepkids. Didn't see that happening. And look, I put my hand up. I'm guilty of this too, all right? I am guilty of this too. I got married in that time, and I think that also might be part of the problem, you know? Because my friends are like, oh, well, we don't need to hang out with Chris, because Chris is just hanging out with Michael, his husband, his BFF, his best friend forever. He married his best friend. And I call bullshit on that. I don't think your husband, your wife, your significant other should be your best friend. Okay, a lot of couples in tonight. And kind of someone going through a divorce over there. I love that. No, because your best friend is someone who you bitch about your significant other to. You can't make that the same person, Auckland. You've understaffed yourself. It's like you've made your boss also the head of HR. Do you understand? And in this instance, you are also fucking your boss. You are... Look, I'm not all alone. Like, I'm not in a terrible place. I do have some friends. No, that felt heavier than it ever has before. I do have some friends. No. No, like, my husband has brought me into his friend group, so now his friends... No, this is actually bumming me out. Just wipe those tears away and try that one again. My husband's brought me into his friend group. So his friends are now my friends. His friends are now my friends. Yep. It's nice. It's nice. They are different. Yeah, they're a little bit different to my original friend group. Because my friends were like, dumb. They're not here, guys. They're in London, okay? Loving it. Dumb, loud, kind of extroverted comedians, yeah? And my husband's friends are sort of like smart, very sensitive, quite introverted, art school graduates. And that was a shift that I wasn't prepared for. And I have been caught out a couple of times. So the worst example of this, we went out to a restaurant, right? With my friend group, because it was one of their birthdays, so we booked out a big table at a restaurant, very fancy. And we had also organised a cake. Was a secret, except it wasn't because they saw it in the car. But we still hid it as we walked into the restaurant. My friend's like, I'm just gonna pop to the bathroom with this cake box to the kitchen. So we were gonna surprise a friend with a cake, and I thought my friend, my introverted friend, was gonna do that thing we all do when we bring a cake out to a restaurant for someone's birthday. I thought they're gonna light the candles, dim the lighting, dim the sound, walk out and be like, like that. Looking at everyone in the eyes. Even the couple breaking up. And hit the song. It's a big job. You don't want to go too high either, do you? You don't want to be like, happy, because then, happy, you've got nowhere to go. Happy birthday. You have to go down the octave. So you have to be charismatic and have perfect pitch. It should have been me. My introverted friend. They've lit the candles on the cake. They're sitting there. Lights down, sound down. They walk out. It's like they're being held at gunpoint. Her friend group do not join in. They make her sing that song on her own. That song should never be sung on its own. Ever. The only person who's pulled that off was Marilyn Monroe. And I'd argue, too sexy. It was too sexy. It was weird. It was a bit too sexy. She waddled out there with her boobs and bum. No, she should have been like, ha, like that. She should have looked at JFK and gone, ha, and got us all to join in. She made it weird. She's there crying into the... She's like an introverted stripper, like wanting to get back in the cake. Climb back in there. I'm watching her, I'm just like, I can't breathe. I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, we have to save this poor girl. Someone must rise up. Someone charismatic with perfect pitch. I know the man for the job. So I call upon all my extroverted energy that I have in me, and I just go, hip, hip. Nothing. So I have to go, hooray, on my own. These fuckers made me hooray my own hip hip. What is the world coming to, Auckland? How have we got to this place where people would watch someone so vulnerably be like, hip hip? That was a test. No, don't you dare. I know your type. You're those people on those like Titanic life rafts. Be like, yeah, I have a wife and kids. Row faster. Kick these frozen bodies off, slowing us down. I do worry that I'm coming on a bit strong, you know, because I just feel I'm a bit like, you know, like I'm sort of like, hey, like I'm really trying. So extroverted, and they're like, you know, like I feel like a sort of Les Mills group fitness instructor. Sort of a 6 a.m. morning class. I'm like, hey guys, are you ready to booty squat and pop? Just lay on. And everyone's like, kill yourself. Man, I struggle with gyms. I'm always a new gym every week. I love just getting around there because they keep doing this insane thing where they host like themed workouts. I went to this one that held a pride themed workout. It was a nice thing, but this was like a very straight gym. Like there was sort of not even like a waft of bisexuality in there. Like there's like a whole bunch of straight guys trying to do a good thing. Now, how do I put this? It was sort of like the most like aggressive display of allyship that it sort of like teetered on homophobic. If that... First of all, it was a Saturday 7 a.m. class. That's homophobic right out the gate. Our community is not showing up for that, okay? We're still literally being railed in town. We're not turning up. I turn up because I don't have a social life. I'm curious to see how this goes. I rock up, 7 a.m. There's a big balloon arch of rainbow balloons. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. All these pride flags in the window, not the progressive one. Ooh. I walk in, find all my straight, roided up male PTs in crop tops, fairy wings and tutus. Being like, hey, queen, come on in. And then kind of like mocked gay guys as I worked out around them. Be like, get down, you dirty poof. Like, it was so... I'll chase you to the showers. Like, it was so surreal. Do you want to hear about the other themed workout? I went to a gym that held a Anzac Day themed workout. They're like, come in and support the troops. Drop down, give me 20 burpees. We were like climbing under cargo nets. They're like, can you hold a plank for as long as the last posts? They should have given us medals as we were sent out, eh? Back home with your medal and no support from the government. Resulting in a generation of very quiet and angry men. It's really putting the PT in PTSD, isn't it? Like, it's just remarkable stuff. It is hard, though, making friends in your 30s. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, Okay, don't yell. Yes. No, it is. It's hard making friends in your 30s. I think because you want it more. And people can see that. And they are put off by that, aren't they? You're in the big open plan office being like, where are you guys going for lunch? And everyone's like trying to escape you. I packed my lunch, but I'll throw it away. I can join you guys for sushi. Have fun. It do be like that, don't it? But I'd argue as well, it's just as hard making friends in your 20s. I fucking hated my 20s. Okay. Anyone in their 20s in tonight? Now, be honest, are you actually enjoying it?
No!
Okay, I'm gonna make you feel better. Okay, people in their 30s and above, make some noise if you agree with this statement. Being in your 20s, totally overrated. Did you hear that? That's the screams of people with a tiny amount of disposable income. And have finally sorted out their hair. Like, it's amazing. No, I honestly think being in your 20s is like the worst age ever to be alive, honestly. Sometimes I meet someone and I'm like, what's wrong with them? And then they're like, I'm 24. And I'm like, that's it. That's what's wrong with them. To be 24 is a mental illness. You should be able to get medication for it. Because there's too much pressure, isn't there, at 24 to be like, live every day because you're never going to get your 20s back. And be like, run around expressing yourself. And you don't know who you are. You're an imposter. I didn't know who I was. I was living in Wellington in my 20s. It was 2011 and everyone was running around Wellywood, just like running around expressing themselves. And the way that they were expressing themselves was by wearing a necklace with a thing on it. Like an owl, you know, an owl, or an old antique clock, or a pineapple with a top hat and a moustache. A monocle, you know, a compass around the neck, a cassette tape, a whole cassette tape. A lock that was very popular, wasn't it? Like I wear a little lock around your neck and I was like, oh, who's got the key? Like it was a mystery. We liked their story and I was like, I reckon I could pull that off. I was 21, mental illness. So I had no sense of personal style. So what did I do? I went to Bunnings and bought a padlock and tied that around like a 9 kg padlock. I'd be walking around swinging it, would like drag me across Wellington, cracking me in the ribs, like leaving me winded on the side of the road. And that's a metaphor, isn't it? For being in your 20s, you're throwing yourself out there, getting knocked right back. And you've got to be a fucking little punk, don't you? Got to be a fucking little punk in your 20s. You got to get a supermarket trolley and like throw it into a lake and be like, live, laugh, love. Like it's just... Got to drive around with your hand out the car, knocking over road cones. Like, Got to run and jump and touch a sign. Like it's just... It's hard. I'm not built for that. I'm not. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a A-grade wuss. Any scaredy cats in? Liars. The real ones stayed quiet just then. They were too nervous to speak up. The only time I really have been, fucking little punk, in my 20s was when Ben & Jerry's opened on Ponsonby Road in Auckland. We remember that, eh? It was crazy. It was like the last time Aucklanders ever had fun, I swear to God. We lost our minds when Ben & Jerry's came. We lose our mind whenever we get those international franchises here in New Zealand, eh? We're like, oh my God, we finally got IKEA. Like, we just lose it. It's so embarrassing. Oh my God, we've got to try Carl's Jr. Like, it's so embarrassing. People don't understand the situation we've got here in New Zealand. We still have to fly to Melbourne to buy Uniqlo socks. Like, it's so embarrassing. You'd be like, look where I've been. So Ben & Jerry's opened in like the noisiest way possible in 2014. They were like, we're going to be open all night long, which is so unnecessary for ice cream. No one needs specifically Ben & Jerry's at sort of 2 a.m. in the morning because the flavours of Ben & Jerry's are so hectic. You know, it's like ooey gooey, raspberry ripple, chocolate fish, fruit shake, bonanza, bum Alaska. Like, there's so much in there. We've come a long way in ice cream to our sort of modern ice cream parlour with its flavours like rotting mandarin peel. So we're more cerebral now with ice cream. It's like, this flavour, rain on asphalt. You know, I get the fresh rain. Tears from a clown. Like, they're so mummy's breast milk. I don't know. It's 2014. I'm in the closet. I've got a full lock around my neck. Symbolism, who's to say? I'm in town with the boys. I'm just OTP. I have drunk like 8 cans of rosé. Yeah, fellas. Getting on the piss, drinking that rosé all day. So I had a certain time, I was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go hit the hay. And in my head, be like, watch men kiss on my laptop. And so, see you. I go home. I walk past Ben & Jerry's, it's open, I'm like, maybe it's not a bad idea. So I walk in, the poor 9-year-old working behind the counter. They're like, oh God, a closet case with a dairy intolerance, get him out. Actually, shout out to people who work in ice cream parlors as well. I think, honestly, it's the hardest job to ever exist. No, I'm leaning into it. I think it goes, teacher, yeah, nurse, yeah. Ice cream parlor worker. Any in tonight? No, because they're at work. Their whole job is dealing with people who cannot make up their fucking minds. Can you imagine how infuriating that job would be? Dealing all day with people who are like, hi there, hi, oh my God, okay, sorry, yeah, so much to choose from. Yeah, I didn't read the board. Okay. Yeah, can I try the... Yeah, no, there's a line, sorry. Okay, brain fart. Okay, yeah, okay, can I try the... Can I try the... Oh, this is really hard. I'll try... I'll try the... vanilla bean, please. I'd honestly be like, fucking pick! Cup or a cone, get out, cunt! Like, I would lose it. Okay, so 2014, I'm in the closet, lock around my neck, Ben & Jerry's, there's a 4-year-old behind the counter, and I've tried like a flavour, I don't know what it is, there's too much in it, and I've got that stick, and I put that like right to the back of my throat just to know what it feels like, and I have to get rid of the stick, don't I? I have to get rid of the stick, and they're running like a 2-cup system there at Ben & Jerry's, 2 cups on the counter to get rid of, there's a new cup, yeah. No, don't turn on me now. There's a new cup and there is a used cup, yeah? And they look the same. No. Don't. They are both, no. They are both filled with sticks, okay? They look the same. And those words are very similar. New, used, like they look the same. And you put 8 cans of rosé on that, it's a mind puzzle. It's impossible to work out. So I get my deep-throated stick and I put it in the center of the new cup and I let go and then I no, don't. And then I realize what I've done and it's too late. I'm like, The person, the infant behind the newborn behind the counter is like, like we don't know what to do. Time freezes, like time stops. There's like a drunk girl holding her shoes walking home being like... I'm just watching this like baby in real time work out how much they actually care about their job. And then they just look at me in the eyes and then they just go, run, you fool! What a fucking little punk, eh? Is that one. There's also a lot of pressure at that age in your 20s to be like hooking up with all the wrong kind of people. Did you feel that? I was out there, I was in my 20s, I was hooking up with all the wrong kind of people. And, you know, in the sense that I was hooking up with a lot of women, which was... That was wrong for me, okay? Actually, being with women wasn't the bit that I really struggled with. Like, I was still bad at that, but The bit I really struggled with was the sort of posturing of the like straight man at the club. You know, like that was the bit, the sort of boyfriend role. Like I really struggled sort of being like... Hey, mate. She's taken. You want to fucking go? Yeah, I'll take you. Yeah, I'll take you. I will. I'll take you. I will take you. I will take all of you. I will take every last inch of you. Go on, honey, take him. Like, I got tested in all these different environments, all these sort of straight man tests. Here's the worst one. We were going out to town one night, me and my girlfriend and all her friends. An insane sentence for me to say. We're going out to town and all the girls are getting ready and they're doing their thing the girls do when they get out for town. They're putting their donuts on their head and putting on their corporate attire, putting on their sensible ballet flats, drinking and they're gossiping and they're laughing and I so want to be in there. But I have to be with the guys, don't I? I have to be with the fellas. Sort of holding beers and like sort of not making any eye contact. And I'm having a conversation with one of the boys and he asked me one of the most insane questions of my life. Can you be me? Is that all right? You don't have to be like, but you know, just let's play it straight. Oh, what's your name? Alex. Fucking hell. Alex. Okay, sure. Okay, so Alex, you're me and I'm the straight guy, right? And this is how the conversation goes. He goes, hey, Chris, have you ever been with a Pacific Island chick before? Because my girlfriend was Samoan, Talofa. I know, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky she said that. Have you ever been with a Pacific Island chick before? I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. Why is he? I was like, no. And then he looks at me and he goes, welcome to paradise. Alex, what do you say to that? Yeah, I said, thank you for having me. Thank you, Alex. You are amazing. Alex, round of applause. I will admit, Alex, my banter with the boys is a real blind spot for me. I don't know how to, like, chat with the lads, so I've been working on it. I've got some, because, look, this audience is mainly mums. So I do have a joke for the boys tonight. Fellas, are you in tonight? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Hey, fellas, you remember this one? Hey, fellas, hey, you remember that night you realised you were too old to kiss your dad on the lips anymore? Fellas. Oh, I think about that night every week, fellas. Because I was a kiss on the lips kind of boy, that's how I was raised, wasn't it? I'd be like, good night, mummy. Mwah. Good night, daddy. Mwah. And then I'd like slide up the stair banister to bed, like, ooh, like that. And then I got to like 23, 24, no. No, I got to like 12 and I was like, good night, mummy. Mwah. Good night, daddy. And then we just clocked eyes. Two grown men just being like, it's fucking sweet, no homo, yeah. Now, good night, cunt. That's it, isn't it? That's how it ends. You don't get to kiss your dad on the lips anymore. I tried, he didn't want it. Tried bringing it back. It's just sad, isn't it, fellas? You're like, had I known that was the last time. No, but would have given it my all, that's all I'm saying. Eventually, I did find the right people to hook up with. Dads, no. With men. I was eventually hooking up with men, and I thought this was going to be great. Like, I've come out of the closet, and I'm ready to live as my authentic self and go suck some dicks. And Imposter syndrome had never been worse, honestly, because I came out quite late in the game in the Auckland scene. Like, I was sort of 24, 25, and these Auckland gays were little sluts. No, they were, and I was sort of meeting them at their level. They were pro, and I was amateur, you know? And I was sort of meeting them at the family bar, just like, oh, yeah. But in my head, I was just like, I've never had anything in my butt before. Like, I was freaking out. So the night I lose my actual virginity, you have to listen to this. This is allyship, not the pride-themed workout. My anal sex story, okay? Things are heating up. This guy looks at me right in the eyes and he just says, I'm gonna fuck you so hard, you're not gonna be able to walk out of here. To which I honestly say in that moment, please don't. Yeah, Parker. Way to turn up the heat in the bedroom, buddy. Make those boys go crazy. Look, eventually I did find the right person to hook up with, and we have now been hooking up for 10 years. Thank you. We're married. Don't clap that. There's just like, these gay weddings, they're too much, aren't they? They're just like, I think just like, let me do it and then no one else. Because they always say these 10-day festivals in Sydney on your birthday. Like, it's too much. No, I'm going through this crisis though, now that I am gay married, where I don't really feel that gay anymore. You're all like, chill. But, no, this is how I feel. Like, because I think, like, of the way that gay life is, like, sort of depicted in mainstream, like, Netflix series or whatever. You know, they're always, like, in crop tops, you know, in hot pants, like, sucking dick on a boat somewhere, whatever. And I'm at home, in cashmere, drinking peppermint tea and crying to folk music. Like, that's... Like, the gayest thing about me is that, like, once a week, I will make love to the same man in my apartment. Which is pretty gay. Ladies, if he's doing that, I'd keep an eye on him. Do we have any gay men in tonight? You see, I'm filming a comedy special and one gay man has shown up in arguably New Zealand's gayest city. Not even the gays see me as gay anymore. Like, oh, that one, he's for the mums. Like, what? And it's not like they're at home with their kids. They have no obligations. I live this lifestyle. I have one pot plant to keep alive. That's it. We're fun. That's what we're there for, a fun time. If we were dogs, we would be French bulldogs. We're just there to take to brunch and bark at children. That's all. That's all. We're not working dogs. Nah, we'd be beagles because we can always sniff who's got drugs on them at the airport. I just don't know where all the gays have gone. Like, they truly don't see me as gay anymore. I'm in my head about it. I'm going on lots of hot girl walks to process it. You know, every morning and evening, just like walking in my Lululemon. Smiling and crying at other women. Hey, morning. Morning. You go, you get it. I was going for one of my hot girl walks one evening. And I'm stopped in my tracks. This is like maybe earlier this year. I'm stopped in my tracks by this like incredible sunset. And it just like sort of, I'm like, oh my God, that's stunning. And as you do in your 30s, you're like, might take a wee picky of that. Make that my phone backdrop. As I'm doing that, this car drives past me. And I can tell by the sound of the spoiler that it's not going to be good. The windows are down, the car drives past me, it's full of lads, and as they drive past me, they all yell out, faggot, like that. And in that moment, I just thought to myself, I still got it, baby! I still got it! I ran home to Michael. I was like, babe, you'll never guess I just got hate crimed out there. Really? At your age? I was like, I know. I Are they still out there? Let's put our coats on. Come on. Let's get back out there. Let's get the bash. Like, we were thrilled. And you got to hand it to these homophobes. They can really pick it. I wasn't in a crop top, waving my pride flag. I was crying at a sunset. This car driving past, I'm just imagining it. Them being like, oh, this one, let's get him, boys. No, that guy's not gay. Hey, whoa, mate. Don't put that community into one homogenous box. That gay community, the LGBT community, they come in all different shapes and sizes, you know? Fuck, man, thanks for calling me out on that. As allies, we need to be doing better. Faggot, like it's beautiful. I honestly think being gay married is one of the straightest things I've ever done. Honestly, straight guys, you would love it. Alex, you would love it. Alex, you'd love it, because it's just two dudes. It's just like two dudes all day, like, yo. Just two dudes hanging out, being like, wanna play b-boo ball? Yeah. Let's go for ice cream. Yum, 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 yum. Farting in an apartment. Alex, you'd love it. Do you have a straight mate you like to hang out with, Alex? Yusuf. Yeah, imagine that, Alex. Alex and Yusuf, just hanging out. All day, every day. You and your best buddy, you just like, every morning you wake up, you're like, Yusuf! Yusuf's like, Alex! You're like, what do you want to do today? What do you guys like to do together? Podcasts. Oh, Pokemon cards. No judgment. It's cool. What do you want to do today? Pokemon cards. Sure, man, we're old enough for that. Charizard. Pikachu. And then once a week, suck each other's dicks. That's it. It's not that gay, is it? Suck a dick once a week, not that gay, fellas. And I've noticed at my age, and this point in my relationship, don't even have to suck his dick. Hand jobs, major comeback. I didn't see that coming, which is the joy of the hand job. Honestly, I thought it was a thing of the past. Now my whole life's about it. We're just tugging each other off every day. It's amazing. I haven't seen a comeback that strong since the QR code. Like, honestly. We were like, nah, it's not a thing anymore. No, it's everywhere. It's a part of our lives. Actually, to continue this theory further, Alex, I reckon to be in a straight relationship is also super gay. Because, Alex, is this your partner? Yeah. Nice, bro. Punching, man. Yeah, and what's your name? Sorry, what was that? Kate. Okay. And do you like the Pokemon? No, we'll talk later. So, Alex, you just get to hang out with Kate, your best gal pal, all day. Gay! I love hanging out with women. That's so gay, Alex. It's like, every morning you wake up, you're like, Kate! Kate's like, Alex! You're like, what do you want to do today, babe? She's like, I don't know, brunch? And you're like, wee! Welcome to paradise, brother! Yeah, going shopping with Kate, your best gal pal. Love it. I love it. I love shopping. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love it. I love going into... Have you been into Mecca Cosmetica, Alex? You've got to get in there. Oh, fellas, you've got to get into Mecca Cosmetica and Sephora. It's heaven on earth. You just walk in there. Everyone's like, I love your eyebrows. You're like, thanks. Like, it's just picking up all the foundations. There's so many foundations. You're like, how much is this? $400. Not buying it. Like, I know they say that money can't buy you happiness, but it is honestly an amazing distraction. And at this point in the world, that's all I need. You know, like, I'll read a depressing stat about climate change or whatever, and I'll be so bummed out. And then I'll buy like a $200 diptyque candle, and I'm like, woo! Like... And that seems crazy. It's a lot of money on a candle, but what's the burn time on that? 40 hours, 40, 60 hours. That's like 60 hours where I'm not worrying about like sea levels rising. And I'm just like, I love my lovely candle. It smells like figs and pomegranate. The only shopping I don't love is small business. I don't support small businesses. No, only because I don't like when you go into one of their shops, their tiny little shops, and you realise you don't want to buy anything, and then you don't know how to leave. You know when you walk in and you're like, oh, no. Lovely stuff. How much is this? $400. How long have you been open for? It's a pop-up. Amazing. Should put some music on. As if you're like, fuck you and your enterprise. I don't know how craft market sellers deal with it. Imagine working at your craft market stall with your like bespoke pottery in front of you as people walk up one after another and just go and walk on. Their self-esteem must be rock solid. The hard thing about shopping, though, has been spoiled recently because 12-year-olds are buying skincare now. Have you heard about this? Have you seen the 12-year-olds at Mecca? It's really scary. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw an 11-year-old putting on like vanishing elephant eye cream, and I walked right up to her and I was like, good timing, it's preventative, start now. No, I think it's bad. Like, I think there should be a bigger age gap between having your face painted as a tiger and putting on retinol. Like, we should, like a few more years in the mix there. And we love to yell at that generation, eh? We love to be like, those kids, they are just terrible. Like, what's wrong with that generation? What's wrong with the youth? But it's our fucking fault. Like, that generation have never, Gen Alpha or whatever, they've never had that experience of being like on the internet. They were just birthed into the internet. Like, that's where they were, like catapulted straight into TikTok, where we're like, put hyaluronic acid on your face, like all day. Use snail mucin, buy a Stanley Cup. Like, we yell at them all day. And they're like, and they're not drinking out of the public water fountains. Where people have pissed in. There's a crisis. They've got their Stanley Cups. They don't know what they like anymore. And they're not using the internet like how we used to use it, eh? Where we would like reach out and connect and talk to men in their 40s. They're not doing that. They're just making like POV videos, point of view, and they haven't lived a real life, so they have no point of view. And so it's just like, POV, you walk through door, and everyone's like, oh my God, that's so true. Like, they're not jokes, it's just them living their life in POV. It's like POV, you blink, and you're like, oh my God. Like, and I'm there with them, and I fucking hate it. I'm there making my POV content, trying to get them to look at me, robbing them of their lives, and I'm just so cynical. And I keep having those what if moments with the internet. Those what if moments where you're driving your car, and you're like, what if? Those moments. Just want to feel the edge. And I just like, what if I just like delete my Instagram? What if I just get my phone and fucking throw it off a bridge, just smash it, shove it up my ass, whatever. I just want to bury it. I hate it. Every morning I wake up, I want to delete Instagram. But I do have to acknowledge that you are all here because of it. And isn't that complicated? I think I've just like lost sight, of like why I got internet in the first place. Like, what drew me to the internet in the first place? And I think it was because I was having all these crazy experiences, and like I was scared. Like, I was alone. I'm lonely. But I was like, I'm alone. We're all lonely, and that's why we keep being drawn back to the internet. And like, it is all about community, isn't it? Like, that's really the most important thing. It's just like, it's community, and that's why we were there in the first place. And I've lost sight of that by making stupid content all day. And so I'm trying to think of a more like fun way to end the show. Like, keep brunch fun. Keep the balloon up, Chris. And so I've got a bunch of content ideas in here that, I should post online to make, content. But I was like, actually, could I do them in the room with you guys tonight instead? And like, if these land with you in any way, can you let me know? I need to know. Like, I'm so alone. So like, reach out, and if this connects with you, be like, yes! Like, let me know. Like, be like, me too. No, don't yell me too, but like, don't yell that one, but like, hip hip. Hooray! Okay, we'll do that, okay? If it lands with you, hip hip. Hooray! Okay, hit it, let's do this, let's make art. Vivaldi is a weird choice for this. Does anyone else feel like life is so short, like it's slipping between your fingers right now? It's just running so fast that we just don't have time to be correctly ejecting our USBs anymore. Just yank it out. Every time it's like, oh, you didn't do it right, you must have corrupted. I don't fucking care. I'm 33, life's short. Who's with me? Hip hip. Okay, does anyone else feel like picnics are overrated? I'm being gaslit about picnics. No, everyone's like, it's a wonderful date night activity. No, it's not. What it is meal prep, okay? It's cutting up a little bit of carrots and putting them into Tupperware that does not dry when you bring it out of the fucking dishwasher. Why is it coming out wetter? Everything else does the job. It comes out bone dry. Tupperware, soaking wet. I don't know why it's being so dramatic in there. Hip, hip. No, we've been told that we shouldn't judge people by their appearances, but does anyone else feel like when it comes to finding the staff at a JB Hi-Fi, it's all we've got? If they're not going to wear a uniform, then fine. I'm going to profile a bisexual with purple hair who's like shaking from too much energy drink to be like, where are the USBs? Hip, hip. Okay, does anyone else feel like with the state of the world right now, with like current events, climate change, the outcome of the US election, that we should all just pick up a spade and go dig up our primary school time capsules? Like, they're not for anyone else. There's no generations after us. We're it. Let's dig them up. Let's see what I buried in 1998. Who's with me? Hip, hip. Does anyone else feel like you're seeing a lot less like mooning nowadays? Like, I was seeing like an asshole a week at high school. People were like constantly showing me their butthole. And I was like, what's the message? I'm so confused by this. Like, do you want me to see it? Is this an insult? I want to make love in there. I'm confused, but it's just not happening as much. Have you noticed that? Hip, hip. Why is it so hard? Has anyone else out there ever just managed to get one club sandwich? Like, I feel like you see them all there and you're like, okay, where does the... Hang on. Where does this start? Where does this end? Is it that big? It can't be that big. That's too big for us. I can't find the dry bread. Where? Oh, fuck it, I'll just take that little bit with ham. You know, it's so... Hip, hip! Okay, this is the most serious one. Alex, you stay with me, brother. Don't leave me on this one. Is anyone else out there constantly looking for a reason to eat sour cream? It's my favorite thing to eat, but you can never eat it on its own. I want a big tub of it in a spoon, num, 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 num. But you would never talk to me ever again. But why are we eating nachos, huh? For the sour cream. Wedges for the sour cream. A baked potato for the sour cream. Who here has made a batch of soup just so they can put a dollop of sour cream on it? Hip, hip. Hooray! I've been Chris Parker. Thank you so much, Auckland.